Hello everybody. Today I've got the Tashi Bharucha Heat Seeker. Now this is a knife that was sold on massdrop.com, now known as drop.com. So, I actually picked this one up on Amazon. They have a store that they sell on. Carries a lot of their models, and if you order through Amazon, you get it much faster than you would if you were to order off drop.com. They're kind of crappy at shipping. They take forever. But yeah, this knife is designed by Tashi Bharucha. He is a well-known knife designer. He makes some pretty cool stuff. They're pretty expensive stuff, but that's price is always relative to the buyer and what your budget is. But this knife itself was sold on drop.com. It is made by Reate, so the fit and finish is going to be fantastic. The cost of it was, I think, $270. Or that's what it is on Amazon. I don't know exactly what Drop was selling them for. But at $270, you're getting a Reate made knife with a custom designer's name on it. That's pretty insane. I don't understand why more people don't jump all over these and why they're not selling out like hotcakes. Maybe that's just because, they're not known as well. Another thing I'll say is the finish on the blade is a hand rubbed finish, which is something you usually only see on knives that are $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. So that's pretty cool. I have seen a hand rubbed finish on a QSP Gannet, which I thought was pretty incredible. But yeah, it's got a cool finish on the blade. As you can see, it's got Tashi's design there, or Tashi's, branding there. It's got Massdrop's branding there. I think on their new knives, it doesn't say Massdrop anymore, and now it just says Drop. So they're trying to cut down on, the lettering. It says CF58 here because this is the carbon fiber model, and number 58 made, I'm assuming. This is obviously carbon fiber on this side, titanium on this side, but they do have other versions of it. They've got the other full titanium models. I think there's blue, black, and just plain, gray titanium. I like the carbon fiber model. I thought it looked the coolest, and I like the weight reduction the carbon fiber gives you. It weighs a little bit less than titanium, so I've got the rigidity of titanium on this side, and then the weight. Something that weighs less on this side. So I kind of like the combination of the both together. As you can see, it doesn't have a back spacer. It's just the two pieces sandwiched together, which I think looks very nice. It's trying to shake too bad, but the seams come together perfectly. It's got this like hidden lanyard spot here, which is cool. It doesn't have a spot for a hole, so they put it here, which is very, very nice, for you people that like to carry lanyards. It is right hand only. It's got a titanium milled pocket clip. This is on bearings. It does have a lock bar insert. There's your lock bar insert screw. It's got pretty smooth action. I shouldn't say pretty smooth. It's got very smooth action. It flips open with authority. It's not super drop shutty, and that's only because the tension on the lock bar is pretty strong. The bearing action itself is very smooth. There is no friction, nothing catching as you push down. It's just the lock bar is pushing very hard on the blade, keeping it from, being super false shut. And you can adjust that, which I don't always recommend. You can push the lock bar over that, take it apart, take the lock bar insert out, because I'm sure the lock bar probably has an over travel stop. Most of them do. You take that out and you can push it over, and you want to do it with slow, constant pressure, and don't overdo it, because if it's much harder to push it back than it is to push it out the first time. And what that does, it just relieves some of that tension on the blade and allows it to fall shut more. But I have no problem with this action. I'm going to keep it the way it is. That's just a personal preference thing. Some people like that, drop shutty action. Other people don't care for it. I think this knife is perfect the way that it is. So yeah, I'm just going to keep it that way. It does have these holes milled out that are kind of cool. They kind of give you a little bit more grip. You can kind of feel them in your hand. And then also, I'm sure it reduces weight as well. The carbon fiber, you can see, all milled out, and titanium as well. The look on this knife is very aggressive. It is just a very, stabby looking knife. It's got a nice big point to it. The size itself, I think it's about a 3.75 inch blade. Let's take a look at it. There, a little bit off here. Yeah, you're looking at about a 3.75 inch blade, maybe, you know, a hair bigger. And then overall, kind of hard to line it up there, but I'd say you're right at about 8 1/4. So yeah, three and 3/4 inch blade, overall 8 1/4 inches. So it's a decent sized knife. Me myself, I think this is the perfect size knife. I think that, you know, anything between 3.6 and like 3.9 or even 4, I think it's just like the perfect size. I've got relatively big hands though. I wear an extra size XL glove. But yeah, this is a reate made knife with, oh, I didn't even say, RWL steel, or RWL 34 steel. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. That's also known as Dama steel, DAMA steel, which I don't know a ton about. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. I just know that it is considered a premium steel. I know that a lot of makers use that steel on their custom knives. I know that there's quite a few other drop knives that use RWL 34 as well. And I will say this knife is extremely sharp, extremely sharp. So yeah, you're getting a reate made knife with a designer's name on it, perfect fit and finish, bearings, great steel, premium materials. I mean, not a thing wrong with it. For under $300, to me, that's just a great value when you consider how much some of these other companies are charging for their work. So yeah, I mean, this is about the same price as you know, a zero tolerance, maybe even a little cheaper than a lot of their models. And I just think the what you're getting is just, you know, much better in terms of quality. So yeah, this is the Tashi Bharucha Heatseeker, sold on Drop and Amazon. If you like it, check one out. I think they're great knives.